Good morning, Krishnath sir.
Good morning, Swati ma'am. How are you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Doing great, thank you.
Okay. We'll start in some time. I think only 12 participants have joined yet. So we'll wait for 5-10 more minutes and then we will start.
Sure thing, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
And good morning to everyone who is present right now. Thank you.
So I think we can start, sir. So good morning, everyone. This is the day three of national level workshop on data-driven business analytics on DOMO BI. So on day one, we have covered introduction to BI and introduction to DOMO tools. On day two, we have covered in data ingestion and connectors. And on day three, we'll be starting with dashboarding and um, visualization. So over to you, Sunil sir.
Yes. Um, Today's agenda is in the first half, we will cover the data transformation. In data transformation, we will cover the magic ETL, SQL data flows, dataset views, and beast modes. And in the second half, Krishna sir will cover the dashboards and App Studio. Uh, so let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before starting the data transformation, I wanted to talk about the data transformation whenever we pull the data from the connector into Domo. So data is not always ready to work on creating a dashboard and visualization. Some transformation needs to be happen on the data set so that it can get ready to give us the insights and the business results. So firstly, we will start with the transformation tool, that is a magic ETL. So if you can see my screen, we are in the data set. Now we are clicking on transform data, go to the magic ETL. This is a magic ETL canvas where you will drag and drop the tiles into this canvas, and you will just connect the tiles together. Like here you can see on the screen, the first will be the input dataset action into the canvas. Second, you will add other tiles to do the transformation, and third will be output dataset action to save your data flow. We are calling this as a ETL because we are extracting data from the connector into a Domo data warehouse. Then we are transforming on it, and then again we are loading back into a Domo data warehouse. This magic ETL, or the transformation tool present in Domo, can be ELT as well. That is a extract, load, and transform. We will pull the data into a Domo data warehouse. We can also load the data into the customer warehouse like a Snowflake warehouse, and we can perform the transformation there as well. So that is a something different. That is a magic ETL on Snowflake that we are not cover that we are not going to cover the ELT part in today's session. The similar part will be there in the ELT. It is just a different, that the computation power, that right now this is a Domo. Here we will have one more drop down where we will select the Snowflake cloud warehouse so that it will perform the ELT operation. So let's start with the ETL. So firstly, you can see on the left hand side, we have the different tiles. You can see, so you can see the first is a data set, then text, then dates and numbers, utility. Under the utility, you can see the multiple tiles are present, like add constant, formula, alter column, duplicate, get schema. Then we also have a filter rows, remove duplicate, combine. We have append and join, then aggregation and pivot. If you want to do the scripting, we have a scripting tiles as well. If you want to perform the data science operations like auto ML classification, clustering, forecasting, and predictions, outlier detections, that is also present here. For the performance tuning, we have a restore columns and select and store columns, and the AI services also present there. So we are not going to see each and every tile because we do not have that much of time today. It is going to take a lot of time to cover each and every tile in detail. So we will see how to use the ETL in today's session. And yes, you can do the practice. You can do the ETL on your own data set. And yes, you can check. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. So we will start with the transformation. Firstly, we will select the input dataset tile here. You can see this window is appeared here in the input dataset tile. It is asking us to choose the dataset. We will click on this button, choose dataset. Then this is showing what data sets are present in the DOMO data warehouse. Here I have applied filter to select only owned by Sunil Shinde. Therefore, it is showing the limited data set that is owned by me. You can also add your filter, like for example, owned by Krishna sir. Okay, I will select owned by me. So here we will see we are selecting data set, data validation, choose data set. Then we can again pull the similar tile input data set. So it is not required that one tile you cannot pull again. You can use that tile. And there are no limitations of using tiles. The similar data set you cannot use as an input data set again. You have to choose the other data set. So I am selecting data validation 2. Here you can see when I pull the data set using the input data set tile, you can see the appearance or the visual here changed in the pop-up. That you can see first is the configuration where you will see the partition column names and the data handling is present, where if you want to do the partitions, just include the column names here. If you want to see the data handling, then you can see here. Right now, there is only one column present, therefore it is showing the item category name. The data type is text. If you want to change the dataset type, for example, your ID column is showing as a number, but ID column needs to be as a text. At that time, you can change the data type here. Details is showing is giving us the details about the dataset. So this is the dataset name. Dataset type is a web form stored on a DOMO data warehouse. Owner is Sunil Shinde. If number of cards are created, the number of cards. If there are any views present on top of this dataset, the number of views. 4 rows. Last update 3 days ago. Next update is manually. So there is not a scheduled update.
So,
This, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. We had some feedback from yesterday's sessions saying that probably we are going bit fast. Uh, I'll ask everyone who's participating, do you think we should go bit slow on this, or is this pace okay?
A bit slower.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So you can see the here we have a column that is a text item category. Let just a second. Okay, then the next tab is a data type. So here you can see whatever the data is present in the data set, you will see that information here. The item category, we just have 4 rows in this data set, that is a high rise, straight, flare, bootleg, that is a value. In the second data set, we also have a similar information, that is, you can see the data here, just a number of rows are 5, the similar information here. The notes, if you want to add any note on the tile, that you can add here. So for example, you have created the data flow. For example, Krishna sir have created data flow, and after he went on a holiday, then I need to take care of the data flow. So this is the first time I'm visiting this data flow. If he have added notes on the tiles, so that will help me to understand what this transformation or what this tile is doing. So you can add note here as well. Uh, so let's check the tiles here. You can see the first tile is the combined columns tile. Let me pull any other data set. Just a second. Input data set. Let me remove this owned by me. And let's select which data set we can select. Let's select organization 100 CSV. Okay. Now, just giving the information, the high level information, how to use these tiles, we will see the limited number of tiles, not all the tiles. So connecting your input data set, here you can see the circle symbol will connect with triangle here, and just it will just draw the line and it will connect with your next tile. Open this tile, the combine column. What combine column will do, combine column just attach or combine two columns, like you're concatenating. So this operation you will do here. So you can see each and every step is explained in detail. You just need to read this information and then give your values. So name the new column, for example, test column. What character should separate the combined values? So I will mark it as a space. Should the original columns being removed, remove columns being combined? So I do not want to remove any column. Select columns to combine. I will select name and country. And here you can see on the right hand side, we have a transform setting. So if any date settings we need to perform, for example, the default setting for date is for DOMO in date is MMDDYY. So if you want to change the date setting to any specific time zone, or if you want to change the date format, so this is an inherent setting, what is a present in DOMO. If you want to change this, then you need to select the different time zone, the different date format, and it will perform accordingly. If you have any questions or need help, just click on this help button. It will open the knowledge base articles. So we are using the text tiles, that is under the text we have a combined column tile. So we are opening this. So it will take us to the knowledge base article, and it will give you the detailed information videos about how to use a tile and what it is doing. So I will highly recommend to go through this knowledge base articles and check once before you're doing any transformation. And I want to show here that you can also change the tile name. If you see this, beside to combine column, we have a pencil icon. If you click on this, uh, you can give the name that you want or what your transformation is doing. So for example, I will give the name concat name country. If you want to give any notes, then you can add a notes here as well. Concatenating name space country. If you want to duplicate the tile, just click on this. On the right hand side, you can see the cursor. Just duplicate this tile. Click on this and it will duplicate the tile. If you want to remove the tile, just click on this delete button. It will remove the tile. When we have added the nodes in the tile, you can see this yellow mark have been appeared, and it is showing just highlighting some nodes here. If you click on the view nodes, it will show you the nodes in detail. So let's run preview. On the top, you can see there is a run preview button. If when you hit this button, this will start loading the data, and it will check all the transformations. If the green checkbox is there, that means it loaded or transformation executed successfully. If there is any red marks, that means it is failed. So you can see the test column. The country is Papua New Guinea. Here you can see Feral LLC, that is a name, I think. Yes. And with space, it have combined the country name. Riley and day, and country is Finland. You can see this is the name and the country. So it performed operation successfully. If you want to change the text formatting or replace column, replace text, at that time you can use this style. When you want to do the text formatting, use the text formatting tile. Here I will use the test column. Should any letter case format be applied? So I will select all uppercase. How should your numbers be handled? So no changes. So there should be no changes. Here you can also select remove all numbers or only show numbers. So let's run preview and check. You can see in the test column, all the characters is changed to all uppercase. If you want to perform any string operation like trim or substring, at that time you will use the string operation. So name a new column so that can be a test too. Just an example. So let's select this substring. Input column can be test. Select the starting position. So here you can give the values that are present. For example, my starting position, I have stored the starting position in one of the index column, just an example. So I can select the index column here, but right now there is not this case. So I will give the value here. Just click on this drop down and it will show you the column and value. I will select value, the starting from 1, the substring length can be 4. Done. Run preview. Preview. You can see on the test 2, we have first 4 characters as the substring. So likewise, you can perform your transformations as well. And let me see. If you want to change the, just a second. In the replace text, if you want to give the regex to find and replace the value, you can give the uh, regex as well. So here you can see, check the whole word, case sensitive or use regex. Just check this box. It will use regex to check the values and replace the found term with. If you want to replace the found term with, for example, just a default value that you can give here, or if you want to replace with empty string, just check this box. It will replace that with empty string. So this will be your one regex. If you want to add one more regex on the another column, for example, country, then click on this gear icon, select again, use regex, and give the replace found term with. Anyone have any question here? I will take it as a no. Uh, Now let's go to the utility tiles. So first is
So,
a, yeah,
Sunil sir, can you
yes,
explain that regex thing again?
yes,
I
sure.
I wanted to say the same thing.
Yeah, because I'm also confused at some point. That's why I want a little recap of that.
Yes. So here I do not have the regex syntax with me right now, therefore I'm not able to write the query here. But yes, under the replace text tile, you will select the column to search. That is, for example, you can select any column. So just an example, that best case is a text type column. So we have selected here text test column. The second step is enter a term to search for. You will click on this gear icon. Then here you can select. Here, there are three options present. Whether you want to search the term for a whole word or a case sensitive, or what you want to use a regex. So when you select this use regex, so you need to write your regex formula or regex query here in the second step.
Okay.
Okay. So I will write is as a dot star, just an example. And I want to replace the a dot star with default value. Okay. When we hit run preview, maybe this will fail, uh, but we will check here. So when we go to preview, you can see under the test, uh, you can see the m dot default. We have a value here. Okay.
Okay.
So let's check our name. So m, after m, it started with AYER group. So therefore it replaced the values after a with default here. So any question on how to use a regex? Or
So it is like wherever A is there in the statement, it will be replaced by default value.
yeah, so that's what we have given here. But whatever the condition or regex condition you write, it will search that term.
So if
And
it
the
is B dot star, then it will replace B with the regex condition, right?
uh, yes, the it will replace whatever term search it will
Yeah,
find with the replace found term with, means whatever the value you are giving here, it will replace, means it will be that value, the default value.
the default value.
Yes,
Got
or
it.
if you give any like start, then it will replace with start.
Okay.
I'll put an example regex statement in the chat. This will give you a fair idea about what we are looking at. Now, this particular statement, if you see, is
Yes.
for identifying an email. Now, if you want to identify an email, it can have small letters, it can have capitalized letters, numbers, it can have special characters, then at the rate again, dot, again A to Z. So if you put this in the regex, Sunil has already put it here, it will actually identify wherever emails are there. And then you can, if you wish to, you can replace it with a default email which you want. Say suppose somebody fills in an Excel sheet with their individual email IDs and you want to replace it with the extension being Gmail. Instead of Gmail, you convert it into Keystone. So all the email addresses in the Excel sheet will get converted into Keystone emails.
Okay.
That way we are actually changing the domain of the entire email data which we have. So in simplistic terms, it is find and replace.
Okay.
That's straightforward. But then you have to put in the conditions. So which we can do very easily using the second option which we have, term of search.
Okay.
I hope that's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
clear.
That yes, of course. Thank you.
Okay, does anyone else have any question? Okay, moving ahead to utility tiles. We have selected here add constant. So what add constant will do, it will create a column in the transformation. So for example, I'm giving name as a constant, and the column type can be integer. You can select any column type here, and I'm giving value as 1. So let's run preview and check. So you will see this transformation will create a column constant that we have given name, and it will fill all the rows with one value that we have given the constant value. The next tile is a add formula tile. So add formula tile is a powerful tile that we can say. It will allow us to write the SQL statements or the SQL basic query, like if you want to write 1 plus 1 or 1 minus 1, or if you want to write the case statement, you can write the case statement also here. If you know the SQL, you can write a case statement. If you want to write the string to date or instr, there are different functions are available here. Let me open the open formula tile, and you can see the functions available here are the logical and control function, date and time function, numerical function, statistical function, string, financial, and the system functions. These all different types of functions are available here. If I'm selecting string, you can see, for example, character length of a name column, and I'm giving name as a length. Then we will validate the formula here, then save and close. So you can see we have given name length. This is our formula, and we have validated successfully, and it is showing us the first row preview. We can add the as number of formulas as we want here. So let's run preview and check. So you can see it is showing us length of a column name. So likewise, you can write your own formulas here in the add formula tile, and you can also write the nested case statement or the nested string values, or whatever your formula is, you can also write here. That will work successfully. Next is a alter column. So alter column will help us to change the column name, also to change the column data type as well. So for example, we have the index column here, and I want to rename it, uh, just keep it as an index for now, or I will not rename it, and change the data type from integer to text. Just an example that we can do here. If you want to change the name to floating decimal, this will fill because string cannot get converted into a floating decimal, therefore it is showing us error. Likewise, we can select the other integer or floating decimal columns and change the data type if we want. If you want to drop any column, then in the second step you can see the columns to drop. I want to drop length column, then we can select here, hit done. We will not run preview every time now. Let's check the duplicate column tile. So I will connect this, select a column of values to be replaced. So here I will select test column, and I will select industry. So here, if I run preview now, you will see the values will get replaced with the industry. Okay, test column value is changed by industry. Now, the next is a gate schema. If I select this gate schema with our input dataset tile, then this tile will give us the schema of the our input dataset or the tile that we are connecting with. So just an example, this is the name of the new column. I will keep it as a name. The name of the expression column, I will keep it as an expression. So it will give us the expression name that we can use in the add formula tile or the SQL tile. The name of the types of column. So the data type of the column. It can be integer, string, floating decimal, or a date time stamp. So you can see the index, it is giving us the value in the expression that it have added the quotes after the column name, and the data type is a long type. Then again description, and here you can see the data type is string. So it is giving us the schema of the tiles that we are connecting with, or with the input data set. Limit tile will give us the it will limit the number of rows that we want to pull, or that we want to take ahead in the transformations. Then we have a metadata. So you can see, use one table to define how to select columns from another table. So I will select the meta select here. So I think it is not working. So let's change this with the limit. So I want to see first 10 rows offset with 5 rows, and it will give us the rows from 6 to 15. So it will give us the 10 rows from row number 6. It will not take first 5 rows, then it will take from 6 to 15. If I run preview, you will see. Then you can see we have an index from 6 to 15. So first 5 offset rows, then after that it have selected us from 6 to 15. So that is a limit that when you write a query in SQL, uh, so the similar functionality, it is present in Magic ETL as well. Like you write a query in SQL where you give the limit and offset that all the commands you provide in your select statement or a query that you write, the similar functionality is present in the tiles as well. The order tile will give you will order your data. Like for example, I want to order my data by index in the descending order. So at that time we will use order, so it will sort our data accordingly, whatever the column that we have selected here. Also, the select columns will help us to limit the number of columns that we want to pull in the output data set or in the next transformation. So select tiles. So I have connected this with our input data set. Here you can see I have selected column. So total number of columns we have 9 columns. So I just want to select name and website and industry. So I have selected 3 columns. I run preview. Just to cancel preview, just a second. In the select column, we can rename the columns as well. So I will change the industry with just an example, company. When I run preview, you will see the industry column name will get changed with company name. Now, this is not a good example to give the name company to industry, but just wanted to demonstrate this. You can see the industry name is changed with company, and it have only selected 3 columns in the next transformation or in the output of this transformation. Next, this is the recent update that DOMO have also added the SQL tile in the Magic ETL. So this, what this SQL tile will do, This will give the user and customer ability to write its own SQL code. So they can, but the condition here is the users can only write the select statements, means your statements started with select. Users cannot write the stored procedures or the commands. Those are not starting with select, or those are not containing the select statement. Domo have given the ability to user to write the your rank and window functions, the aggregations, the joins, or the append and group by all the functions that Domo have given users to write in this SQL code. Whatever you can write in your select SQL data flow, or your SQL code, that you all the information or all the codes you can write in this SQL tile as well. Just an example I have selected here, select star from select columns. When I turn this run preview, you will see this will validate the data and it will give us the output, the similar as present in the select column tile. Okay. Any question on in this tiles that we have seen so far? I will take it as a no. Moving ahead, we have a filters as well. So if you want to filter your data, just an example, add a filter rule that name is not null. So that kind of condition or filter you can provide. You can also combine data like append and join. We will see join in a different data flow. So let's create one more data flow. I have selected input data set, choose data set as a DOMO calendar. And I have selected one more data set, that is, uh, let me check. It was date range example. So if I show you the details or the data here, it will be just the work group, that is red, blue, green. Start date is this December 31, 2020, and end date is Jan 3, 2021. Workers per day is 1, 2, 3. Accordingly, we have given blue and green start date, end date, and the workers per day. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to connect this date range with Domo calendar, and we want to populate all the dates. Those are between the start date and end date. So let's see how to do this. I want to also show you the Domo calendar. This is the Domo dimension dataset that I have pulled from App Store. And the data that we have here, we have a DT column, that is a date. We have year, quarter, month, day, uh, day, week, month name, day name, week, is weekday, is holiday. The detailed information is present here. Year, month, uh, I don't know about this, W fixed. So let's join now. I want to show you, we are doing this because I want to show you the join tile and the what join tile can do. So here you can see I have selected, so to the join tile, we need to use the two data set or the two tiles, then only join tile will get activated. So here you can see we have the left table, Domo calendar, right table is a date range example. The join type, if you know SQL, then you know how to use a join. So here we have inner, left, right, full, and the cross join. So if you are using inner, then it will only select whatever the rows or values are matching between two tables. Then it will show only those rows in the output data set. The left means that it will pull all the data from the left data set and only the matching rows from the right data set. The opposite side is a right outer join. That means it will pull all the tables or all the data from the right table and only the matching values from the left table. Full outer means it will take all the data from both the tables, and the cross join means each row from left table will be joined with each row in the right table. In this condition, we can use the cross join as well, but we cannot use. The reason is when we will select this, then it will, in the DOMO dimension, we have data from 2010 to 2030. So it will cross join with each and every row with the data that is present in date range. So our data will get multiplied by 3. So we have 33.6k rows. It will get multiplied by 3. We do not want that. What we want, our use case is, we want to fill the dates that is between start date and end date. Therefore, we are going to write the expressions. So I will select here inner join. The second step is define the join criteria. We do not have the join criteria, means we do not have the equality condition. We cannot match this value, my left table, with the right table. We do not have that condition. So therefore, we are writing the expression condition here. So we will write our join expression, that is dt from DOMO calendar between our start date and end date. Third, you can see the alter output columns. We will do this later or in the next style. I will run this preview and I want to show you the output. Let's go to preview. We have too much of columns. Let's drop some columns and select only required columns. So we will use the select column tile here. This will get connect with this. We will only select, we want DT column, and the columns are work group, start date, end date, and workers per day. We will replace this with date. And we also want to pull work groups per day. Okay. Now run preview. So because of select statement, we have dropped all unnecessary columns. Okay, so here you can see the red value. Okay, let's add order as well, because this is not in sorting format. Let's add order as well here. So I want to sort by work group in the ascending order, and then it will sort by date. Let's run preview again. Order preview. You can see it is sorted by work group first, that is a blue. Then you can see date. My start date was 2021 January 2, 2022, end date is 2021 January 6. So my dates are filled here. That is from 2nd to 6th of January. For green, you can see The starting date is of 5th of January to 8th January. You can see the date is filled from 5th to 8th for green. Similarly for red, from December 2020 31st December to January 3 2021. So the dates are filled here. You can see the four dates are present from 31 to 3rd of January. So any question how to use join here?
Sunil sir,
Yes.
likewise, I mean, if we want to apply outer join or anything, we can apply it using this interface only, right?
Yes, you're right.
And we don't need to write a query separately.
If your condition is like that, to use the query or join expression, then you can. Else you can use the equality condition. In the equality condition, you will just select dt, that means my date with start date, and accordingly you can just using a column and it will just check the equality condition, means my dt column values will match with my start date, and then only it will pull the data, like a on
Okay.
condition on d dot dt equal to date range dot start date.
Okay, so we just need to pull the things from this add flow name data set thing. Just put it here, connect, and we can put the conditions below,
Yes.
like from here.
Yes.
That's the whole process, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
I mean, again, this is the beauty of Domo. It is low code, no code kind of a UI wherein most of the things you are dragging and dropping. That's why we call it a magic ETL, because the coding is done in the background. The magic happens in the background. You just have to pull the functions, put it in your canvas, and then connect your input data set to the transformation, and you get your output data set. Sunil sir, do we want to go through the all the functions which are available again a bit
uh,
slow, just to show what all functions are there? We will not.
Just a small recap, like
this functions you're saying or the
That's correct. That's
previous?
correct.
Okay, this one. Okay.
Everything for that matter. I mean, just go through the left-hand side menu to show them what all cards we have got, or what all buttons we have got.
This one, okay, say.
Yeah.
So we have the on the left hand side, we have the different tiles are present. These tiles are combined into a different category. You can see first is a data set, that is a input data set, output data set, and a write back. So write back, we rarely use a write back. So input data set, that means whatever data sets are present in our Domo data warehouse, that we can use as the input data set. So output data set means my transformation is done here. So I will pull this output data set, will connect with this order tile or whatever the tile is present here. I'm giving the name to my output data set, for example, FDP DS test, and my update method is replace, and my data set to cloud is Domo. Uh, then here you can see we have seen these text tiles, the tiles present under text uh, the section. First is a combined column tile. What combined column will do? It will just concatenate two columns together. The replace text tile, that means you can replace your value from one column to another column. Means just wanted to show here. You will give the column name, for example month name. You will give the term to search for, just an example, use regex. Then we have given the value, for example this is our regex expression. Then we will it will in the back end it will check this condition in the month name column. If the condition is equal to true, then it will replace whatever the value is present in the month name with the value that we have given in the third step. That is, for example, default or just one. The next is a split column. Yes,
So
go ahead, ma'am.
no, no, continue, please. Sorry.
Okay. The next is a split column. So for example, my data have multiple values with the comma separated. In a one column, I have a five values that needs to be separated with comma. So I have in one column, I have 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. I want to split those value into a different column. At that time, I will use a split column. Choose a delimiter to split. Here by default selected is a comma separated. You can select as per your data set or your column. If it is a semicolon type, if it is a white space type, or if it is a custom, so I can give any value that is present in your column, that is a hash. Just an example. Keep extra split if you want to do this, and give your new column name. So just in call, for example, C1 is my one column, C2 and C3. So what it will do, it will check your month name column. It will split the values, the condition present in this step 2, that will delimiter to split on. If the values, if in that column we have a value 1 hash 2, so 1 will come in C1 and 2 will come in C2. And whatever the next values are present after 2, for example 3 4 5, that will come in C3, because we have just given the 3 column names here. Then we have a string operation. So if you want to perform any operation like a substring or a string or a right or left substring on a column name, so for example, on a text column, at that time you will use a string operation, and this will create a new column in your transformation. So you need to give the new column name, that is for example test, and I'm using a substring operation on column month name. Then you will give the values, that is what can be my starting position and what can be my ending position. Then we have a text formatting. The text formatting will give us the ability to format our text, that is all lowercase, all uppercase, or capitalize the first letter only. Then it is also giving us the ability to handle the numbers. If any numbers are present in my column, how to handle the number? Do you want to only show the number or remove all the numbers, or there should be or no changes? Just capitalize the first letter. So we have selected here no changes. Then under the utility, in the date and number, we just have calculator and the date operation. Means if you want to create a new date, or if you want to extract only numbers from your date, that is a date operation that you also can perform from the add formula tile or the SQL tile. I will suggest to use a add formula for your uh, date operations. For example, string to date, or if you want to just get the month from the date, or if you want to add the timestamp, I will suggest use a add formula tile. It is a very user friendly to use, just to write the query. Add constant will create the column in your transformation, and then you can give the any column name and give the constant value. So it will create the rows, the number of rows present in your previous tile transformation, and it will fill all the rows with the constant value. Add formula, we just discussed that it is having different formulas present. For example, date, string, logical, and aggregation type of formulas are present in this add formula tile. You just need to know a little bit of SQL style, how to write the query, and you can use it.
Sunil sir,
Yes.
can we add some skin to this game? What I would suggest is everyone has access to this particular segment. So if they can go through it and ask us questions in terms of like what does a meta select do, or what does a series do, and see if there are if there are tiles which they are not able to understand. Let's give everyone 5 minutes to explore and see if they're able to figure out. Most of them are self-explanatory, and if they have any questions on any particular tile, then we can add that tile and then explain that as well. Swatima?
Yes, sir. We can give them 5 to 10 minutes to explore, and if they have any issues, they can discuss it with us.
And in the meantime, we'll just continue screen share and expand each and every segment. Like
Yep.
right now, we are doing it for the utility. So we have got add constants, add formulae, alter columns, duplicate the columns, get schema, limit, meta selection, orders, select columns, series, SQL. All these are data operations. The next set is filter operations. So on your data, you can perform filter rows or you can remove duplicate. These are again the filter operations. We have combined data functions, append and join, aggregate functions, which you can do as group by, and you can also do rank and window. Pivots, very commonly used. Most people like me who are playing with Excel for years now love the pivot function because most of our jobs are made easy by pivot. So that's what we have got. We can pivot it, unpivot it, or you can do a dynamic unpivot. Scripting, of course, is very straightforward. You can use R script or Python script. And the latest but not the least are the data sciences applications or the functions which we can do. By any chance, are you getting any background noise from my headset? Because I think I'm getting some.
No.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Right, back to audience. Anyone has any questions about these or need more explanation about it? Do we want to go bit slow, bit fast? Yes, no.
I think the things are pretty clear. So I think we can move on.
Okay. So here, if you can see my cursor on top left, we have a add data flow name. So we can give the name to data flow. So I'm just giving the similar name that FDP. Here we have the output data set name as a FDP DS test. I'm just giving the FDP DF test as a output data set name. So the tiles which do not have the output data set connected, they will fail when we save and run this data flow. So your tiles should not stay ideal. It should stay with the output data set if you want to run this data flow successfully. We do not want these tiles for now, therefore I'm deleting them. So if you can see, I can select multiple times at a time. Then we can create a section. For example, this, we can create a section. We do not want right now, therefore deleting this. Okay, now we will save and run. So while save and run, I always recommend whenever, not the initial time, whenever you perform any changes in your data flow, add description, whatever changes you have done in your data flow, because this is creating versions for your data flow. So I will just give the name as or description as initial run. Okay, here when this data flow should run, add trigger. If you want to add a trigger to this data flow, for example, when data set update, whenever, if I want, whenever my date range example updates, I want to run this data flow, then I can select this condition. If I want to select the condition, for example, data set have updated, so date range is updated in last 1 minute, then only this data flow should run. Then I can add this condition. Likewise, you can add the multiple and conditions, and it will check each and every condition, and then only your data flow will run. I will remove this trigger. I want no trigger, means it will run on manually. Save and run.
Sunil sir, here I wanted to add one aspect of this ETL functionality, which again is very useful and which I found is used most of the times. That is the way Sunil sir selected a set of functions and then straight away deleted them. On similar basis, we can also select a set of functions and then copy them into a different data set, which is very often used when you want to do same set of functions or same set of operations on another data set. So if you create a new data set and in that data set you want to do the same functions again, but on a different input data set, then you can actually copy it and paste it on the other data set as well. And it runs the same magic ETL.
Yes, so for example, if I select these three tiles, okay, after I select these three tiles, I can duplicate this tile in the similar data flow, or I can copy to clipboard. And when I go to different data flow, for example, let's create one from scratch, transform data flow, magic ETL, and just control V here. You can see the whatever tile we have selected is pasted here with the similar configuration. If I open this, uh, because there is no connections are present, therefore it is showing grayed out, but you can see the similar expression is here, and it is also showing the join type as inner. Select column, it will show the similar information. You just need to connect with your data sets and these tiles will get activate again.
So you need not rebuild your entire operation again. Uh, Even if you have multiple data sets and you want to perform the same set of operation, this is the very easy option which is available.
Okay, we have successfully run the data flow. Let's check the output data set. So here you can see our we have used the join, order, and select column tiles. Therefore, we can only see 6 columns instead of 30-40 columns. And the data is also ordered and dates are filled here. So does anyone have any question in the Magic ETL and need more explanation? Swati ma'am, we can unmute them.
Okay, sir.
Does anyone have any question?
I'm not seeing anything in the chat.
Okay, looks like there is no question. Uh, we will go ahead. Krishna sir, do you want to take the dashboard section?
Yeah, sure, we can do that. We still have another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So in the next 45 minutes, what we can do is we can look at how dashboards are created. And then probably in the next session, we will talk about how an app is created using the dashboard, using DOMO as such. Give me just one moment. Let me prep my screen. All right. Are we able to see the screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Just few things. This is a dashboard which I was working on. So let's see this. Um, all our day starts from data. So this is how it starts. I come to data. I come to data set. And right now, if I look at all the data sets, these are the data sets which we have got. I'm going to use these data sets to create a dashboard, and most all of them have been shared. So if I go to dashboards, and if I want to add a dashboard, this is from where I start. Let's start a new dashboard. Let's call it a dashboard demo, and let's save this. So this is the interface where we start building our dashboard. We will add content, resize stuff, and we'll give some styling to it. The menu is on the right hand side as opposed to usual menu on the left hand side. So let's start. I am going again, all the features are drag and drop. So let me add a header here saying dashboard demo for faculty development program 2025. And let me add a layout here. So these are the all possible layouts. These are all templates which I've got. You can have some basic ones. Could have a banner type. Banner types are ones which have got one section on top, which is a banner, and you've got some general tabs as well. So use the popular ones, or let's do this. Let's go for a general one. And let's try this. So once you click on it, it will give you a basic layout, and this layout will have the tiles already set. So let me add some content here. Uh, let's do this. Add content. I can either add a existing card or I can create a new card. Let's pull a existing card. Remember the heat map which we had created yesterday? Let's use that. So let's use a calendar heat map here. That is in place. Let me drag this a bit. And I would like to add some text here. So let's do this. In the text, I want to add a image. Say let's add this image. And then I want to add some text. Do we have some content? Let's see. Oops, did I lose it? It's already there. Why is it not showing? Let me cancel. Cancel this. Yeah, change the style of this to a header. I want to put it in the center. Let's make it bold. And Let's change the color. It's probably because of the image it is not coming in the center, but that's okay. Let's move it a bit up, and I don't want these on top. I want this text here as well. I will edit this. So let's copy this off, and I will add a text block right here to be much easier. Let's do this, bring it to the center, then I'm going to bring it to the center as well. Calendar heat map has been added. Let me add one more card here. To add an existing card. So let's say the attendance CSV. The card has been added. What else do you want to do? We now say suppose I've already added this card. I want to add the same card again, but with a different chart type. If I look at it, add existing card, I will not be able to see that card because that has already been utilized. So again, the same magic we are going to do. If you do a edit content, edit card, I will save this layout and go back. It takes me to analyzer. In the analyzer, I have this card, and this card I can change to save as. So this was the attendance CSV. I will create this as attendance copy CSV and save it. Once it gets saved, I am going to change this. This is attendance copy. So I'll change it to donut, or let's do this rather than donut. Let's change it into a group bar. It's better, or a horizontal bar. Let's do it a horizontal bar and then save it. Once it is saved, I want to know when this changes. Now this is a alert summary which we can create, wherein if the delta is 15%, you will get an alert. Right now, I don't want to do this. Let's save it, close it. I'm back onto my dashboard, and now I want to add this card. Do we have the attendance copy? Yes, we do have the attendance copy here. So you paste that attendance copy. This card is up here again. If you create cards, they will show up in the appendix, which you can use it and drag and drop it here and use them. That feature is also available. You can add a card from this section as well. Say suppose if you want to add a card right here, comes up. Again, add content. Let's create a new card. For that, I'll have to save and continue because this dashboard is being built. And I will, let's do a spreadsheet upload. Let me browse a file. Have anything? Let's do this. I'm going to check from FTP. Will not take because that is a zip file actually. Oh, cancel this. This wrench icon right here, it is used to edit your dashboard. Again, I'll do a add content, create a new card, do a visualization from a spreadsheet. Let's browse it. Where is my starter pack? Library usage. Let's try this. This is again a CSV file. This is the library users file, which is got date, which zone, what is the seating capacity, and how many seats have been occupied. So again, a dummy data. I'm going to hit next. Update method. Either you can replace or append. So right now I will actually use append, not replace. And this is going to be a data set. So I'm going to name this library usage. Description is optional. I'm not putting it right now. But save this. You would see a data preview at the bottom. This is our library users card, which is already in place. I'm not playing in any or doing any changes with the timestamp, sum of seats. I mean, these are X and Y X coordinates. So let me save it. Go back, and my card is in place. In terms of doing edits, what I can do is in the edit, I can in fact I want to put a border, put it one right here. Now this border can arrange it like from here. If you drag grip, you can actually move it. And say if I want to put it right here, I'll put that border right here. Let's add another border. Let's put it here. Given the heading, let's look at the options. I can change the background. So here we have two options. Either I can do a color fill or even I can do a image fill. Right now I'm going to do a color fill. So let's change it to something subtle. Let's try this. The same thing I can do with each card as well. Let's change the background to bit a different color. But edit content. Now these are the these are the contents which are showing up. Say if I remove the summary, this is the summary number which we call. You can add or subtract the time frame. You can change the title. You can remove or add, and the card options button that you can remove or add. Say for this card, I want to edit content. I want to change. If you say, let's edit the card title. Let's save it. Here you can totally remove the card or choose a different card as well instead of this card. Again, change background we have already seen. Let's add something more. This is sample superstore data that was added by one of our participants. You can resize it. Let me save it. Now once I save it, now I do get two options here. One is we can add filters. We can create filter views, in fact. Say suppose if I add a filter on, say, faculty, select all, select all. Just remove this from here. Apply. The cards which have the faculty data, they will get a filter icon here. See, this has been filtered by these faculty, by the faculty members. Now, if I change the filter, use the drop down, I am removing few names from the list and applying it here. The data changes automatically, and the data changes for all the cards which have that filter available. So like if you see, the attendance data changed and the copy of attendance data changed here. Now this calendar heat map, let's see. I'm going to add another filter by city. Select all. I've applied it. Believe this is filtered by the cities. And from here, if I remove few of the city names and apply, this card is expected to change. And you would have seen a message coming up here saying that it is filtering. So this is how you actually create a dashboard and save it. Any questions till now?
Sir, I I thought I forgot something. How these heat maps work? I mean, I'm not clear with this thing. Yeah.
Sure. Let's go to the heat map and let's edit this heat map in the analyzer.
Okay.
This is just another card type, the heat map card. What it does is it'll give you color codes in terms of the data range which you are using. The lower the numbers, it'll have subtle colors. The higher the numbers, your colors changes.
So it works like a graph, right? I mean, it
Um,
takes the same data.
Conditional formatting. You could say conditional formatting.
Okay.
Hmm, bear with me. Let me see if I can change it. Sunil sir, help me with changing the heat map here.
What you want to change to, sir?
Let's change the heat map color to
Okay,
a different
color.
one.
Select the properties.
It's here, right?
Yes, you can change the
And
theme.
let's change the theme to this. Oops, sorry.
And to give more information, you can also change. So, sir, you have selected the calendar type.
Yep.
Can you also change the chart type? Yeah. Yes. Click on this
Let's.
other. No. Select other. Yeah. Click on other. Go to the very top. Popular charts. Scroll down, please. Here you can see the heat map. The
Yeah, we can change it
no.
to.
Uh, this the heat map. So if you change this category one, the second category is a sales dollar. If you change that to, for example, state or a region, just category one and category two, if you change to state and region,
Let's do that.
uh, that will be in dimension. Yeah,
Written state.
state and change date to region.
Let's close this and change it to region. Wow.
So you will see on the bottom we will have a region, but if you can see which region is state is coming in which region, and accordingly it is showing values.
So this is
Okay.
basically graphical representation of uh, like the lows and highs. This is showing up in three different colors. So if you look at this is 290, this is 254, and this is 356. So it
Right.
is just changing it in terms of the color. See if I change it to world map, or rather I should change it to United States.
Yes, and you need to use a state name there, the
Yeah,
state column.
yeah, let's change this to state. So again, this is a heat map, which is again talking about uh let's though this is in terms of this is what this is sales, right? This information is about this the sales information. So this, let's assume this is sale information. If it is a sales information, this is the region which has got the maximum sales. This is the region which generated less sales, and this is the region which generated average sales. That is how a overall picture shows. That is the main functionality of a heat map in terms of data distribution. I hope this is not confusing, Swatima.
Yeah, it's clear now, sir. No
Okay,
problem. Yeah.
perfect, perfect. So let's save this and close it. Let's go back to the dashboard. So what I've shown you now are the different tools which you can use to generate your dashboard. Now, my firm belief is dashboards are more of an art where you are representing your data and trying to show it in what I usually call it as elevator sales pitch. Within 30 seconds, you show what is going on in the company. And this is how you actually generate them. Uh, you have access to it, you can play with it, and then let us know if you have any questions about it. These are all the tools which are using. This is how you import the data, and this is how exactly the dashboard looks. Pretty easy and simple to create because the backend code is doing all the activities. Anyone has any questions? Perfect. So I'm going to stop sharing.
So I think no one is having any questions.
Right.
So we can stop the session now and we'll connect back at 2 p.m. after lunch for the
Perfect.
hands-on session.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
sir.
I think at that point we should see few dashboards created. We'll ask somebody to volunteer and then build a dashboard for us, and let's see how it
Yeah,
looks. And
correct,
of
correct.
course we'll do the total hand holding during that entire thing. But then
Right.
let's see if someone can build a dashboard for us.
Yeah. Okay. So all of you can try building the dashboards till the time, and we'll see you again at 2 p.m. And the feedback link and quiz link will be shared in that session only. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Sunil sir. Thank you, Krishnath sir.
thank you,
Thank
Swatima.
you.
Thank you, Sunil. Take care. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.